What's up, everybody? How you doing today? It is Wednesday, I think. Hump Day! Let's go! Best day of the week, god damn it. I hope you guys are having a good day. I had intended to stream earlier during the day, but I didn't, so whatever. It doesn't matter right now. We're going to do an old school kind of challenge here today. We are doing the D Machina, Cold War D Machina Easter egg. And it is D, not die, Machina. Not machine. It's not in English, guys. This isn't an American place. Some people can't handle that. They're like, duh, what are you talking about D Machina? Duh. Oh, I love how confident stupid people are. Anyway, we're doing the, we're going to do a melee-only challenge here. I had said during a stream about a month or so ago-ish. By the way, if you're new, watching this later, it's like a VOD, hit like and subscribe, please. I would greatly appreciate it. Literally costs you nothing. It is free, and you help me out big time. It's a win-win. So, I would greatly appreciate it. But I had said, you know, we were talking about Pata to Bear. This is your favorite Easter egg. Well, there you go. We're about to see it in a second, man. Yeah, I was saying, so, like, with Cold War, we were talking about the various games, and I think kind of, like, how engaging it was, like, is it holding people's attention? And, you know, my whole thing was with Cold War, while it was very fun, and I liked, initially, the way they have things set up where you can grind and get the Ethereum crystals, and you can upgrade your weapons, you can, all the different classes. Like, where is it? Like, was it skill? What was it under skills? Yeah, like this, all this stuff. You upgrade your submachine guns, your shotguns, pistols, blah, 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 blah. And at first it was like there was 3 tiers, so you had to get, you know, all these Ethereum crystals to unlock it. Then they added the 4th and 5th level, so we had to get refined and then flawless crystals, so you had to do, you know, exfils and completing Easter eggs and things like that. Then you also had your field upgrades. You could do upgrade all of these. They added, you know, more as the year went by. I think we started with what? Frost Blast, Energy Mine, Ether Shroud. Healing Aura was there in Ring of Fire, and then I think we added the Frenzied Guard, Toxic, and Tesla Storm later in the year. And of course, again, it went from level 3 to level 5, and all these things that you could, you know, we added perks as the year went by as well, and all these things you could upgrade, and it was fun to grind for that kind of stuff. It gave you something to do, something to look forward to, something to really hop on, like, I want to get on and do this. But the grind wasn't that much of a grind, really. You could get it done fairly quickly. And for me, it's a little bit, you know, it's a kind of out of whack because this is what I'm doing. I'm, you know, as a job, I'm doing this. So it's like, of course, as soon as something comes out that's available, I can grind. I can exfil on round 26 57 times in a day if I go really hard, and I can upgrade all my stuff. And that's what I did. And like upgraded everything in like a day. But not a day, but it was very quick. So... But then after that, because you upgraded all your stuff and you're able to do all that, you get very powerful very quickly. And these Easter eggs are fairly simple. They're not the most complicated things. They don't have tremendously complicated steps either. So you're very strong, and the Easter egg isn't very hard. And you know, I was saying, like, you can. I just ran through. I had got a melee weapon and just decided, oh, I haven't. Rank this up at all. Like I have, you know, what do you call it? Dark matter, dark ether, whatever it's called in this game, on my weapons, because the dark ether stuff, like, it only counts for the initial release set of weapons. You can go back and put dark ether camo on, and like unlock dark ether camo for all of your, you know, the new weapons that are added as the year goes on. You've got a green light, Strike Team. Happy hunting. And I was just doing that for one of the weapons. I think it was.
Let's get some answers.
Oh god, I don't remember now. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But I was saying, you know, I was doing this, and I just decided, oh, while I'm on here, because this is my map for grinding this kind of stuff. I just enjoy.
This was only a matter of time.
I like this kind of starting room area. We can actually pick that up for. We can pick that up for now. Because one thing it's gonna happen a lot is we're going to get hit by zombies a lot when you're doing this. If you're doing this melee only challenge.
So this is ground zero.
But I was saying, you know, I just was deciding to upgrade it. I think it was the sword, the Washa. I don't know how to say it, so I'm not going to say it. Washakusu or something like that.
That's correct, Dr. Gray. Let's get the team inside.
I was like, I just decided to do the Easter egg with it, and then just, you know, casually ran through and did the whole Easter egg melee only. I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's really not that hard. And so somebody wanted to see it. I don't even remember who it was, and they probably won't be here anyway. But we're gonna do it this time with the machete, which I think it's like level, I don't know, let's just say 10 out of 20 something, whatever it is. I don't know. But it doesn't matter because with these melee weapons, it's not like you have any. There's nothing you can put on, like, you know, a different attachments to make it stronger or better or whatever. It doesn't matter. So it's just kind of, it is what it is. This is the machete. The only thing that's really kind of with melee weapons, as far as, you know, the zombie stuff goes, is like how fast do you swing it when you like do that? Like, that's a terrible. We don't want that. That takes too long. But you can get the stabby one. The stabby one's better because you can hit the zombies from further away. And like, see how it swing? And the stab is quicker. You don't want to have like this big sweeping, like it pulls back and like does that. It takes too long. You just want to stab. But again, with this, we're going to get hit a lot. So one thing when you're doing, if you do like a melee challenge like this, is be prepared.
I relish the opportunity
to earn a lot of
blood.
salvage and stuff, and you're going to have to keep going back to the armor station. Definitely. Again, I think Die Maschine is my favorite. It's still my favorite from Cold War. Again, Mauer der Toten probably objectively a better map, like the layout and how everything is and whatever, but I like Die Maschine better. I just do.
I shouldn't.
And the Easter egg it's kind of fun, and it's you know, with the 4, we're level 12 now. Okay, so I wasn't that far up when I said level 10. Eric, what's up, man? It's just a good casual, like I think it's pretty decent looking map
death.
all in all. I mean, nothing like that blows you away, like, wow, look at that, but, oh, let's get our ammo. But, like, if you can take a moment and just have a look at that and kind of just appreciate, like, that actually looks pretty great. The snow effect looks really nice. The light coming through the trees with the little mist and the fog back there, like, it looks pretty damn good. Well done, Treyarch. All right, stab. Let's go. Stab you in the throat. Stab you in the throat. Stab you, yeah, in the throat, and you as well. And boom. And pow.
I am extremely
good with knives. There's, I don't remember how many kills it is. It's one of my favorite things about having the Samantha skin on, that's the, you know, the character or whatever. Is when you get like, it's a lot of kills. I don't know how many it is in a row, like in very quick succession. She just starts laughing maniacally. She's just going off, just like killing everything, and she's like, like, oh my god, Sam, you spend too much time in the dark either. What's going on? Bare minimum, what's up? How are you? So we're running. If you just got here, like, you know, I mean, it's in the title of the stream and everything, but we're just doing a this Easter egg. We're running through it. We're doing it melee only. So I have to obviously get the wonder weapon because we have to do the stuff in the speed cola room, or the computer room, however you like to call it, where you shoot the 4 little nodules coming off of the aquarium, as the characters call it. So I have to use it for that, but that's it. We're not going to get any kills with it. I'm allowed to use like my lethals and, you know, tacticals and that stuff as well. But other than that, it's just we're using our machete that's halfway leveled up, not even halfway, really. I mean, and again, with the melee weapons, it doesn't matter how, like, if this was level 1 or level 20 or whatever it goes up to, because, again, there's no attachments for it. You can't make it faster or anything. I was trying with Speed Cola to check, because, again, it's pretty slow swinging. Like, and you go in for a swing, and then you pull back and try to swing again, and it's just slow, and you're gonna get hit a fair amount of times doing this from the zombies. You are. There's no way to, you know, around it. And I was like, maybe speed cola will help, you know, because it helps you reload faster. Would it help you swing faster? And it certainly didn't seem to. I don't know. Maybe it did a little bit, but I don't think it really has any kind of effect whatsoever. I mean, we'll get it because why not? But I don't think it really does anything. The biggest clutch perk as far as the boss fight. I mean, it's really not a boss fight, right? You're defending your guy. You're not really defeating a boss. Does this game have Galva Knuckles? No. No Galva Knuckles.
Target dropped.
Is PhD flopper, slider, whatever they call it in this game, slider, right? Because, well, you'll see when we get there, but it comes in super clutch. Now, we're going to have to buy... Is that the left check? We're going to buy this pistol off the wall here. We're not going to get a kill with it. But we need it to get the free jump. And it's cheaper to buy a 750-point pistol off the wall than it is to buy a 2,500-point perk. So, that's why we're getting this. Don't worry, again, not going to get a kill with it. Again, we're just using it to make things easier on ourselves, but no kills with it. And this includes, so the entire exfil, like, you know, the boss fight and all that stuff, we're not going to be using the wonder weapon. It's just going to be our machete and using our perks and like a couple of tacticals, you know, vehicles, all that kind of stuff. But that's it. And once you're in the boss fight, you only get, what we're going to do is we're going to use Molotov cocktails.
Great.
But you only get 3 of them.
Yeah, you know,
that you can carry in, and there's no
sure.
workbench inside
Even
of this
though the
arena
necrosis
here.
is quite progressed,
By the way,
it would seem these creatures were once human. We should really get the power on before we make any assumptions.
okay, I'm going to turn this up real quick. I made a shorts video about this, but just in case you haven't heard it, I just think it's pretty cool. So, I'm going to turn the volume up here. It's creepy, right? I love that. It's not even really an Easter egg. It's just kind of a little thing that you can notice. I mean, I guess it's kind of the definition of what Easter eggs are. It's the thing that's there that, unless you're paying attention, you're not going to notice. But I think it's just a fairly cool one. I don't remember if it was, volume was... Yeah, I think it's about there. Should be good. And they are saying words. I'll leave it to you to watch my short video if you actually want to... In the description, I put like a translation of what they're actually saying, but they're saying stuff. It's just in reverse. If you put it into, if you're hopped in, you can't turn on power yet. Once you turn on the power, those voices go away. But if you wanted to, you know, again, have like a buddy of yours hold the one zombie outside of the room, come in here, turn everything way up, record it, and then if you put it into like Audacity, you can reverse it. And then you'll hear what they're saying. You don't have to do that. You can watch, again, you can watch my shorts video. I don't reverse it, so you can hear it. I do put a translation in.
It was the particle accelerator.
So you can know what they're saying, those voices.
That's what Project End Station was researching.
I think it's pretty cool little Easter egg.
Why Omega came here.
We'll call it an Easter egg. You don't have to do anything to activate it, but again, it's just the thing that's there that if you're paying attention, you know, whatever, you can notice. So, British Steel, what's up? Good to see you again. So, and again, if you just tuned in, we are doing melee only. You're like, hey, what are you doing with that pistol? I'm not getting a kill with it. We're just doing this for the coffin dance Easter egg. And while I'm running around, I'm just going to open these crystals up. Hopefully, we should get an armor vest, so we don't have to pay for one with our salvage. Because again, we are going to be doing this challenge. You will get hit a lot doing this. There's just no way around it. Especially when the rounds start getting a little bit later, you're going to get... There we go. You're going to get pummeled as you're doing it. Because we've just got a slow-ass machete, you know, and like, hey, get back, you know, and you're gonna get hit and hit and hit and hit. So you're gonna have to refill your armor quite a bit. So. Oh man, I just remember being so like. Remember the early footage leaked out, and somebody had posted it to Reddit, and they were going into where you open the door, you know, in there, the bunker doors, and it was like, oh, what is this place? It's like, oh, the workbench. Oh my God, we heard about the workbench. What's the workbench like? It's just like, you know, it's gonna be that way very soon. Like coming up here too with DM Zombies coming out with Modern Warfare 3. It's kind of the best time of year and the worst time of year. I mean, it's the best because all you have is expectations and things look cool. Like Call of Duty can make shit look great. Whether it's good or not, doesn't matter. They can make it look like it's gonna be the best shit ever. So we're kind of at that point right now. Like, I don't know, could be fun. I'm, you know, if you've been watching any of my streams or you know the stuff with the announcements,
Report.
you know how skeptical I am
Weaver, this is incredible.
of what we've got coming
The anomaly
for
is the
DMZ
bridge
zombies.
to the other dimension.
But the
You know,
more I think about it,
the
like
one currently
just the
spilling
fact that
into
it's
our own
PvE
reality.
only, even though we do spawn into the map with other teams, I think that's the biggest deterrent to DMZ being good right now. Is the whole ooh, I didn't kill him. I didn't kill him. Forgot for a second. Is the PvPvE aspect to it. So like take out that second P, and I think DMZ would be a lot of fun. Like if you want to play Warzone, go play Warzone. What are you doing in this? So it's very hard though to make AI balanced and like feel like you're actually up against something real rather than you're going like it's like you have your game set to super easy mode and there's I said zombies. The AI are just kind of like, you know, if that's me like coming in the room like about to shoot you and they're all like, oh my God, I heard a noise. What's going on over there? And they start looking and turning like this and you know. And then it goes from that to like the super hardcore, like as soon as you poke out a millimeter from behind any kind of barricade or whatever, they instantly take your head off and do whatever. So it's very hard to get that right, but if they can get it right, like DMZ zombies, DM zombies as we're calling it, could be a lot of fun. We'll see. I really hope it is. And again, it's kind of the best and worst times. I'm talking myself into thinking it's going to be good, but at the same time, I'm like in the recesses of my mind, what I really feel is like, oh man, I don't know. I swear to you, like, you know, I put that joke kind of poll up. Do you think somebody at, you know, Activision HQ was like, hey, we have no zombies mode coming this year, but we have DMZ. It's got a Z built in, so what if we marketed it as DM Zombies? Oh! And I said it as kind of a joke, but also I kind of really think that might be something that happened.
Humanoid, vaguely.
So I really wouldn't like.
It seems the creature has the ability.
I wouldn't rule that out
Both parts
as
still
being a
functioning,
legit thing that
like
actually
a
happened.
planarian worm. If a worm had legs and was all nuclear.
Look at all the stuff we just got there. That was fantastic. Super easy, by the way. The melee is great early game for taking out if you get pack punched. Do we want? I think I might keep my. I never use my stims in zombies. Maybe we'll keep them to hang on to. I was gonna use the decoys that were dropped over here, but I think we'll just hang on to this. Oh, what am I doing? I should be using these guys to fill up. I don't know if it's enough. I don't think it's enough now. That's alright. Alright, so let's go get this.
Scanning
DIE.
for decompressive isotopic estrangement machine.
So we'll take these guys back. Again, I think I accidentally... Well, not accidentally. I meant to kill them, but I just wasn't thinking. I should have saved all of them to get sucked up. Hopefully, you know, it was hoping, rather, not hopefully, hoping we could have got the shockwave from the box. I'm doing the coffin dance, but no such luck there, which is fine. We can earn it. That's okay. I mean, I just don't. Well, maybe. We might have enough. We might have enough. We're gonna try it anyway. Yeah, we'll try it. Oh, see, I forgot. Oh, we'll get him spawned in, but Eli, good. How you doing? I don't even know exactly how many because they just get sucked up so fast when you're doing it. But it's more than this, right? I forgot this one. Oh, it's so exciting when it's new. Like zombies when it's new is great. Like, that's gonna be something, man. Look at the monkey fell off. They wouldn't do that for nothing.
Initiating remote activation.
Oh, no, I'm over here. No, I'm over here. That wasn't enough. Darn. Glad to hear I'm doing well, thanks. That's great, man. What do you got going on today other than watching a little bit of zombies? You playing some zombies? What's your favorite zombies to play? Like casual, like, hey, I'm just gonna hop on. I just wanna have a little bit of fun. I got some time to kill, like an hour or so. I just wanna hop on, chill out, play some zombies. For me, it's Zombies in Spaceland. It's my number one, it's gotta be, easily probably, my most number one played, time-wise, most played map. And the reason why I'm getting some kills now is because we're not going to need all these guys from this round. And with just... I mean, I have my ether shroud that I could get myself out of trouble with. But I don't want to get trapped into... Oh, there goes my armor already. I don't want to get trapped into a corner with just a machete. Because again, it's super slow. We just don't need it. Can't possibly, but give it a shot. Anyway, doesn't matter. Again, we have our you're too fast. We have our ether shroud. Because like this could very easily be. I'm a big fan of BO4. Love doing 9. Yeah. Oh, I was replaying. I didn't do it on stream actually. I was just replaying it myself. Well, last week I guess. I hopped on Dead of the Night. I played Dead of the Night for like 3-4 days in a row, and I've always liked 9 as well. I was like, yeah, let me hop on 9 and do that. And I just kind of like, it was one of those things where I just decided to hop on because I wanted to record something, or you know, like a video. And I was like, let me keep going. And we're full. And I just kept going, and I kept going, and I kept going. I was like, I could just do the East, right? Like, why not?
There was no hope, nor mercy for that.
And then, of course, it's like that time where, like, the whole raw step, you know, we have to get the kills on the certain zombies in the particular order. The 4 different zombies. You know, could be I was gonna say Mangler, the Gladiator, or the Brawler, or the Fire Zombie, or the Electric,
of course.
or
Leave it to the Nazis
Blight
to
Father,
create a
blah,
weapon
blah, blah.
that literally spells out die. Do you think they even knew they were the baddies?
Which is normally, like, it can be a very difficult step, but I actually got it perfectly that time. I was just like, ooh, let's go me. Did it first time. I never do it first time. Both rounds, too. Like, all right, cool. Happy about that. I got no complaints. Okay, I need to keep you alive. We're gonna take you for a little run. We can suck this up now. Hot take when I'm a big BO4. Not a hot take. BO4 is good. BO4 gets so many things we have to talk about in this game about having a bad reputation for no reason, like IW zombies or BO4 or whatever. These things that gain this bad reputation for kind of spurious reasons. I mean, BO4, I think the thing that people disliked most about it, and the reason why people have such a negative view when they think back on it, is the blue screens from, you know, when the game was new, which, again, it's a legit complaint. It's not a legit complaint about how good the maps are or how fun they are, how well designed, how, you know, about the Easter eggs themselves. But when you're just hopping into play, it's a legit complaint because you would get toward the end or wherever you were, you like too many people on the map, you know, bothered to. I can't believe that 2 people got the Kraken Wonder Weapon. Like, what are you thinking? You can't do that. And the game would just crash on you. You get blue screens. It's like, ah. So it's a legit complaint as far as that goes. I think as a game though, it's a good game. It's a fun game. I think all of the Chaos maps are better than all of the Ether maps. I don't even think it's close. That's just my personal opinion. The first World War II map is also a top pick for me. It's very good. I like that one. Agreed. Everything else from World War II goes straight downhill for me, but the Final Wreck is good. Dead of the Night is great. That Max Wonder Weapon is so much fun. I put a, like, I try to keep very active on the community tab of my YouTube channel, and I am not a fan of Alistair's Folly, the Chaos Theory, or the Annihilator. It can be okay. The best aspect of it is the, what do you call it, when it does the little sun and it just kind of burns everything around it. Like, that's very powerful. It's good. But other than that, and even then though, like, they have to get close and it slows them down at first. It doesn't immediately just like kill them. It kind of slows them down, and then they're half slowing down. They're like, okay, they can die now. You know, like, these dogs, believe it or not, are actually kind of a big problem for doing this melee. So you have to be a little bit careful. We're gonna take one down and capture the gas, and I'll get to the rest of your comments in a second there, Eli. And because you're swimming so slow, and it's not here, we have to go down. We need to get stamina too, so we can do stuff like this faster. Really, we'll be able to do this fine, but when it comes to the crystal, the 3 crystals for the electrovolt, we're gonna want to have stamina. All right, so let's go get this one quick. Let's have you. Again, we got a whole train of dogs behind us. I'm trying to get the thing to go off. Get my electricity go off. There it goes, a little bit. Oop, definitely gonna take that. Okay. How many dogs do I have? A whole heap load. Okay.
Looks like our strike team found part of the device. Any idea what it is?
I got like 5 left. We can.
Created it in order to explore the other dimension.
Don't want to risk having Deadwire go off and killing them all, although I don't think it actually. But let's go do our gas canister, and then we can do the ether scope, and then we'll go talk to some ghosts. By the way, I made a video about this as well. I'm not trying to promote like all my stuff all the time. I'm talking about my videos, but I mentioned it because, you know, when the game launched, there's one thing I really don't like about this melee is the super lock on when the dog jumps, and it just takes you to looking like way up here now, and
window is short, so
like
take it now
instantly, and you can't like navigate where you were actually trying to go. It just completely threw me off. Like, I stabbed here, and I ended up looking up in that corner there because it just locked on. And then I'm completely turned around and going the wrong way, like heading into a corner, getting myself killed. So yeah, so as far as the Wonder Weapon, Alistair's Folly, it's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I got to be honest with you. I'd rather have the Kraken, to be honest, and put the ice freeze like upgrade on it. That's what we're talking about. Definitely for the boss fight, by the way. You have to do the poison steps for to shoot the holes in the pipes down in the engine room. After that, if you can kill a water zombie with it, put that upgrade on. You get the freeze effect during the boss fight. Clutch. So clutch in the boss fight for Voyage of Despair. That step is definitely stressful and fun one with the symbols. Yeah. The raw stuff, yeah. All those blue screens were brutal around launch. Yeah, man. And the thing, you know, like, so it was like that. Oh, let's go get. Let's start getting some perks. We might get a spawn in of a big guy, which would actually be fine because we can have him shoot the tree over here. But then like stuff like something like IW. Did I ever actually? Yeah, I did. Okay. Like, did I actually grab the weapon? Like IW got kind of knocked and put down simply because it wasn't Treyarch. That's like, it makes me so mad. It really does. It makes me furious. Because we could have had an IW2, man. That would have been. If you're new around here, I talk about IW too much. It's just such a fun game mode. It's just, I think it's great. So much fun. Again, I told you that's going to happen a lot. We don't. Maybe that's a couple. It's insta-kill. Already our insta-kill. It's like my third insta-kill already, and I haven't got a single carpenter.
See how no.
Oh, but I was talking about like a video that I made. Part of the reason I was talking about, like, we're gonna go talk to the ghosts. When the game first launched, the only ghosts that you could go speak to, or at least in a particular order, were the ones for
Exfil window closed. Raptor
for
1
the
will
Easter egg
circle back
specifically, and then also there was one other one. I think it was the one by the armor machine that you could actually talk to. But if you did that out of order, you couldn't complete the Easter egg. But there were 5 other ghosts that they put in. You actually get completed a challenge for doing it. It's called Seeing Ghosts. So if you go to my channel, you want to see like the extra ghosts. There's like 5 extra ghosts, or like little scenes that most people have never seen because it wasn't available at launch. One of them takes place right here. It's actually a pretty cool thing, and there's a lot more stories. Like, these two guys have more to say. There's more stuff to it. So, like, again, there was these two over here, which probably a lot of people have seen, but I guarantee you the other ones, most people have not seen. They probably don't even know that they exist.
It's our lucky day, Strike Team. We have new orders
because
from the
again,
director.
it wasn't available at
We are
launch.
to shut down the dimensional
And most
breach in
people,
an effort to contain the spread.
after the first couple of days of any kind of Cold War map being out,
a complete
they were super
shutdown of the
casual
particle
about it.
accelerator would sever the link between the two
So
realities.
they
But
probably
how to
weren't looking
do
for these
that?
videos that were just, you know, the ghost thing wasn't discovered until like a week or so or more later. So it's one of those things that I think is worth checking out. So Seeing Ghosts in my channel. And I don't
about that
ruin,
computer?
like, I don't do the whole story.
Maybe that's where they stored the shutdown
So you
procedure.
can, like, I just show you how to do it, and then you can get more story for yourself when you go in and do it yourself. And it doesn't take very long. And I'm not sure about, the one thing I'm not sure about,
Detect processing.
as far as that goes, is you used to have to do it in the video that I make. I show you how to do it in the exact order you needed to do it. I don't know if you need to do it in that particular order anymore. I think you can just do them all, but we can.
Anomaly
I don't want to.
detected. Processing.
We can maybe try to do it now. I just don't want to glitch my game, like glitch the Easter egg, and make it so we can't complete it. Excuse me. Let's wait for Fat Man to come by. Come on, shoot right here. Thank you, Fatty. I never picked this up, did I? And we have to go talk to the last ghost as well, so let's get moving. The one at the Aetherscope bench. We don't want to miss out on our chances for that. I don't even remember the specific order you're supposed to do. Like, you can talk to these guys right now, these ones here,
Anomaly detected.
but we're not going to do that. We got to talk to this dude. Wait, why? Why is he not here? Did I do the second one? Didn't I? Did I not give him his book? You sneaky bugger. That freaked me out for a second. I was like, oh man. I did glitch it. Oh boy. Oh geez. Oh golly willikers.
Anomaly detect
Okay.
processing.
Ulrich Vogel, PhD.
So that's all you need to do for the Easter egg. Then you can do these guys. So you don't give them the diary, so that's why it's not necessary. You have to give Vogel the diary. That's why you're getting his passwords. But then there's 2 more ghosts. Take a little armor. Thank you. Right over here, there's ghosts. Because it's, you know, the gold ball that we have to pick up for as part of the Easter egg step. And then there's a couple of ghosts right over here as well. Right here. So there's this one, that one, the one by armor I showed you, the one by the challenge machine I showed you. At least that they're there. They're not there now, obviously, but anyway. Have you done the Easter egg seeing ghosts? That's the question. That's the stuff I'm looking forward to asking you guys on a day-to-day level on my community page when the new map comes out and we get new zombies. God, I hope it's good, man. I hope it's good so bad. I want it to be good. AHV. Annabelle. Angelica.
Initialization interrupted. Power required.
Now there's something you don't see in your average evil Nazi secret bunker.
By the looks of it, it was built specifically for the undead.
Which one
But
is your
why?
favorite
An attempt to restore brain functionality?
of the
Perhaps an
4
effort to create a more
upgraded
docile,
versions?
obedient creature.
A lot of people like this
Appears
one.
to
I
be
like
some
this one
kind
too.
of chemical freezing agent.
Still doesn't beat
Weaponized liquid
the
nitrogen.
Electrobolt though. It just
Not bad, that.
Okay, so we need to go back into the ether. We need to get the fire fuse. Let's see where the next. It's down here. So let's put this back because this used to work, and the last few times I've tried it, it has not worked. When you have an upgraded version. So we're at the point where we need to go suck up the crystals and then shoot it at the box down below in the particle accelerator room to get the Electrobolt. And it used to work where you could do it with like the fire one or the freeze one, whatever it's called that I just did, the frost one. So you didn't have to switch out back to the original, but then I've done it the last few times I've tried it. You can suck up the crystals, but you can't shoot the actual energy out at the box, which is, I don't know if it's broken or it's the way they intended it, but like, or maybe I'm doing something incorrect. I don't know, but it doesn't work for me when I do that. I hear the Kraken is definitely a fun one. You didn't do Voyage? Voyage, most people don't like Voyage. I really like Voyage. I think Voyage is a really good map, and I think the Easter egg is fun. The effect is so good on the Frost one. Yep. I'm on the same boat as you. Electric is my favorite. Then Frost, then Fire, then Poison. Yeah, I think I'm about there. I would flip Poison and Fire, though, because the Poison, once you shoot it at the ground, the effect stays there for a little bit and does a lot of damage. The Fire one seems to be like you have to more do direct hits, but the Electrobolt for me is definitely the best. The Frost one is good, though. Cryo emitter, that's what it's called. It's definitely good. I just think the Electrobolt is top notch. I'm gonna try. No, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna take the quick way. I was gonna try to save some points, but nah. We need to get this. Wow, we don't need to get it done. We're not speedrunning anything here. But do you guys want to see more old school challenges, kind of like, you know, again, melee only, or I did pistol only on this map as well a long time ago, the 1911 only, you know, for everything. Do you want to see more of those kinds of challenges, like a 2-box challenge? Obviously for Cold War, it's not, you know, none of the maps are particularly hard. I don't think I've tried any of those kinds of, like, Mauer der Toten would be hard. At least the boss fight, because if you're only allowed to use a regular weapon, like something you get from the mystery box, unless you get the Cerberus, that could be a real nightmare, man. Everything else, though, I think it'd be pretty much okay. It's one of the easiest boss fights ever, is the Orda boss fight in Firebase Z, but if you're doing that with, like, some random, like if you just got the a sniper out of the box or something like that, you didn't get a good weapon, like, oh, you do technically have to use the Reiki, but we could do it like this, like on this map where I'm using, like I have to use the wonder weapon I've got now, but I'm not getting any kills with it, so we could do something like that, where I'm allowed to, you know, I have to get it, so I just can't use it, like, in the boss fight or something like that. I don't know, that could be interesting. You bastard. I gotta go have a fantastic rest of your day. Thanks, Eli, I appreciate you dropping by and participating in the chat, man. It's good talking to you. And subscribe if you haven't. Totally free.
Oh, there's a charging function
good to
built
see you
into
again.
that ammo. The longer you hold the trigger, the more powerful your lightning blast becomes.
Let's go. There's no point in upgrading. We're not gonna use it in the boss fight again. We're stabby only. Let's go see if the final portal spawned in. I'm trying to remember. It did. Okay. I think if you complete, like when you go into the Dark Ether, if you complete the current step that you're on, you get another portal that will spawn in. If you don't, you need to get, like, I think it was 20 or 25 kills to get another portal to actually spawn in. So that's why I couldn't remember, like, if I was going to be like, am I alright here with getting this, or like, will it be there? I mean, we're super, what are we on, round like 11 or 12 or something like that? 12? We are almost boss fight ready.
This ammo unleashes a fiery blast that...
No.
Pretty much just fight fire with fire.
Did you see that animation? I pressed Y to swap my weapon, and it like half put it away. I didn't Y. Positive. And it just pulled it back out. That's why I hit, when I hit the trigger, I was going to stab, and it shot like, oh, it didn't actually. You have to charge up the oh God, give me a friggin' carpenter. You have to charge, like, do a charge shot for this. Like, you can't just press the trigger. Maybe you can. Anyway, I didn't do that though. I didn't get a kill. Mitchell, what's going on? Good to see you again. Almost isn't good enough. Well, you know, unless we're playing horseshoes. Okay. No, we can stab.
I really. Do you
Okay,
even know
we can
what
save
I'm
3.
capable of?
Did I miss any salvage anywhere? That's right. We need to go upgrade to a level 3 armor anyway. One more time. Don't die. Okay. All right, let's go shoot this one.
Power restored. Proceeding with initialization.
All right, let me.
Warning. Initialization interrupted.
Sometimes I forget these little steps. I'm like, wait, what are we doing? Oh yeah. These two dudes.
Anomaly detected. Processing.
You certain no one saw us come down?
How you doing today, Mitchell? It's good to see you again, man.
Whatever these people have gone into pause, just make sure no one else.
But yeah, I would like to kind of bring back some old school challenges, do like, you know, the 2-box challenge kind of stuff. For Cold War, obviously, again, it's not that big a deal.
Now for both of us to fight.
For Mauer to Toten, it would be, because the boss fight is hard. It's I think it's a legit hard boss fight. So that could be an issue. Other than that, I mean, if we were to try to do like the Legion boss fight,
Fucking Nazis.
I mean, it could be fun.
Stinks of death, Dmitriev.
Just woke up and saw you left. All right, there you
Will
go.
die when you reach long after a bad smell fades away.
Malware red weapon only? What's red weapon? What does that mean? Oh, level. I get you. Oh, that's not bad, actually. For this game where it has the different tiers, I would have to take off my, what do you call it? The Super Easter Egg reward. Which is not a big deal. You just go to the zoo and interact with the altar again. It just takes it off. Yeah, so not a big deal to do that. Yeah, that could be fun. Oh, yeah. I have to use it for him. Oh no, did he die? I don't know if he died. Did he die? I don't know. Don't die, guys. Okay, I don't know if that worked.
What do you think the Soviets are planning, Weaver? Given where the breaches have occurred, they must have exposed themselves.
Oh,
to
it did. Okay,
considerable
all right,
risk.
we're good.
In truth, Dr.
Dude, I was so worried about that. Like, I didn't mean to. I meant to like aim and shoot him. I forgot the only thing I had was the wonder weapon because we're doing the melee only machete.
Found her.
And so I actually sucked him up, not off. Sucked him up. It still sounds so bad. And he just kind of disappeared, like, instantly. And I was just like, oh, shoot, I don't know. Did I actually get him? Okay, so now we need a fatty.
Well, we got plenty of subjects.
Alright, so we're gonna have to flip around.
Really? I don't know.
Okay, so
Do
what
any
we
of them
want-
look particularly knowledgeable about particle accelerators and nuclear fission?
I really want salvage. Salvage is what we're gonna want because we're gonna have to,
Dr.
again,
Gray,
we're gonna need, how
you're
much do we have?
smart. Any wild and crazy
We don't
theories
have a
on what
lot
the Nazis
at
were
all.
doing at that station?
Special
Seriously,
round
don't
now.
hold back.
Well, it's another reality, completely separate from our own. The scientific opportunities are limitless. All we know for sure is that it can transform people into the undead. Who knows what else is possible? After all,
It
isn't
locks
that
on
why
like
we're
that. It
here?
just completely messes you up where you're looking. Players, what's going on, man? Good to see you. So we need a couple of perks. I mean, really the only other perk that we need is PhD. It's huge for this boss fight, especially when you're doing just melee only. Because you just basically all you do is go to the top and just jump down for the first station, and then you can slide into other guys doing the next steps. You know, station 2 and 3. So we're gonna have to go back into the Dark Ether, but that's not a big deal. Again, speed cola, like, I don't know that it helps at all with the actual speed of stabbing. I don't think it does. So we really don't need speed. And to be honest with you, like double pack-a-punching, I mean, we could. I don't know that it's a big deal, though, in this boss fight. But we do have some megatons to deal with. Okay, we did get a fatty spawn in.
Off you go.
Good, because it will split him. Here you are. Jumped, like, almost on his head. Did you see that? Like, standing on him and, like, looking down like, ugh, sucker! Stabbed you right in the brain. What used to be your brain. Okay, you know what? That just made me nervous because I stabbed the guy and he didn't die. So I think we do need to double pap. We might have to go a couple of rounds, which is fine. That's not a big deal. Plus, we really do want to salvage anyway. Let's go ahead and refill this before we get into trouble.
I will
Tight
throw
quarters
many
in there. We
graves this
need to
day.
get him walking under, you know, both of those guys walking under the aquarium there. An interesting way to do an Easter egg. The melee only? Yeah. I've done it a few times on this map, so it shouldn't be an issue. I mean, we're almost boss fight right now. Or, you know, close to being boss fight ready. Hey! Hot foot. There's some damage on both sides. Come on, buddy, right here. Let's go. Oh, you got sucked up. Hey, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Right here, right here. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna do this part where we actually activate it, especially now that we just flipped around. So it's gonna have Orlov spawn in, but he's gonna go to the picture. We don't need to interact with him just yet. It turns off the lights in the particle accelerator room, which is a little like, it makes you feel like you've got to move on, but you don't. And then we can spin a round or two, get some points. I think double papping is going to be a good idea for the megatons while we're in the boss. And I also need points for what did I say? PhD slider for sure for this boss. Doing it with melee only. And then it would really be nice to get a lot more salvage, but I don't know how much more we're gonna get. Yeah, PhD. I don't know how, you know, we're gonna have to go. I mean, we should have enough points in the next, after like 2 rounds.
This isn't over. Get after him now.
To kind of make this work. But that's going in like bare bones. Why do we have another one? Okay, it's getting very crowded. Why did we have another fatty spawn in? 2 rounds in a row. We're leveling up that machete though. Let's go. And let me tell you, one of the most deceptively difficult aspects of doing this challenge is when we'll be done with the Easter egg, right? We'll beat the boss fight.
You underestimate me.
See, he's no longer a one-hit, yeah. So we need to double tap. For sure. Told you, you get hit a lot when you're doing this. Is this part, when you come right out here, we don't really need depth perception. It would be nice to have, but we don't need it. But that part, after you complete it... Whoa!
Somebody help me.
I got double tapped. You son of a bitch. Now I'm mad. I wanted to do this flawlessly. We should have been able to. We got double hit so fast. Dude, now I'm worried about going into the boss fight without a self-revive. Oh, I don't have Jug right now. Whoa. Okay. Let's do things properly. I saw you spawn there. Okay, still don't have Jug, by the way. Keep that in mind. I'm talking to myself.
You are the one who should fear me.
Don't ruin my game. Okay. Yeah, depth perception would be nice, but not critical at all. Alright, let's get... No, we're not going to double pat just yet. We're going to get the perks that we need. Before I do anything stupid like forget. Like, oh, I forgot to put Jug on before the boss fight. Like, we're doing this melee only. Like, that would be a problem. Be kind of a fun challenge to do, though. We could definitely... That's something we could do. No perk Easter egg. I've done no perk round 50 on this map before. Okay, we can do all this in one. We're not going to go into the boss. We're just going to interact with it. We're not going to interact with him. We're not going to interact with the photo to actually go into the boss fight. You know how you get teleported into the boss fight at that point? We're not going to do that. So that. You know what would be good? That. Yeah, we're going to do that. And then we're going to... we're going to go another round or two till we get some more points. Then we will double pap.
Anomaly detected. Processing.
My son.
No Pack-a-Punch Outbreak Easter egg.
I know you
Which
cannot
one, though?
hear me.
Legion or... I think you mean Legion, probably. Can everybody drop a like while you're here, by the way? Appreciate it. It helps me out. It takes you, like, literally a second to do. And it helps me out huge. You have no idea. It's the whole algorithm thing. Type in the chat, too. Just type hi if you're new, like I haven't talked to you. Or if you're returning. All that kind of stuff just helps me out big time with the YouTube algorithm. So, appreciate it. Your choice. I mean, we could definitely do... The... I was just thinking, they're both actually timed, right? Both of those boss fights, the Orda and the Legion fight, are both timed. But no Pack-a-Punch on Legion would be really hard.
This is not true.
I don't know that that's possible. I'm kind of curious now.
That the world will stay as it is. But I fear I am opening a box.
I mean, I start on purple, so whatever that's called. Super good, right? My gun level. Now we can bring it to legendary. We could do with the amp 64s or whatever, the dual pistols, which are actually very, very good for the Legion boss fight. So if you've struggled with the Legion boss fight in the past, like you still haven't completed it or whatever, the amp 64s, I think they're called, the AMPs, and then there's some kind of number after that. Level them up till they're dual wield. Those things kick ass in the Legion boss fight. Okay, so actually,
window available.
okay, we're getting this before anything else. That means no, that's fine. We don't need any of that. You know what? That's all right. We're gonna want like some monkeys or something. Want, not need, want. Because that little step where you come out of the tunnel, again for the, when you're escaping, you know, getting to the chopper to exfil, get to the chopper! Sorry. You have to say it though, like it's not just me, right? You would have done it too. Is like chuck a little decoy grenade as you're coming out of the tunnel there, because it's a spot where you can get pinned real quick there, and things go very bad for you. But you just chuck down. I mean, again, if you have the electro bolt, you just use the electro bolt. You can get out of there, no problem. I'm saying if you're doing some kind of challenge like this, you just chuck a little decoy grenade down. All of a sudden, the zombies don't go after you; they're going after the decoy grenade.
I am.
Test it out. I've done Legion once, and now I'll only do Order. Did you not like the Legion boss fight, or it's just hard? That's why we got. What the hell's it called? What's that called? I don't even remember what it's called. Oh, we're so close. We don't. I'm gonna have to flip around. What the hell's it called? Elemental Pop. Ah, I thought of it before I made it down here. Where does it even say it on there? Does it not say it on there? Oh, there it goes.
Exfil window closed, strike team.
It's actually a cool machine, too. Yeah, we could definitely try that. That's a good idea. You know what? I actually take notes. Like pieces of paper, pen. No pap. Outbreak. We can do oh, game audio is really loud? Oh, thank you for saying something. It shouldn't be. I turned it down. It's down to 70. Oops. It shouldn't be too bad. What else? What are the ones we were saying? Malware, red weapon only. Oh god, this thing is fucking mic. I pulled it. I hate the cords. Malware, red weapon only. That would be really hard. But the good thing about that one is it's not timed. I mean, it's going to be a nightmare. Louder than you for me? Really? Okay. I'll turn it down even more. Turn that down to 60. That's fine by me. And by the way, I appreciate, like, don't ever, if anybody's ever here watching, like, I need to know, because I'm hearing different things than you guys are hearing. I'm just hearing, like, my voice in my headset, and barely hearing the game volume. So please tell me if there is an issue with that, like, something like that. You're not offending me, you're not hurting the stream at all, you're helping me big time by letting me know, like, hey, game's really loud, it's impossible to hear you when you're talking. Again, I just I'm hearing different things than you guys are hearing, so please let me know. I greatly appreciate it. So thank you. Yeah, I kind of want to do some of these like old school challenge type not videos, but streams. I like streaming. I don't really like doing the long form videos, like that kind of long form. You guys don't watch them on my channel anyway. My videos do terribly. Dude, my streams do like okay. My shorts do very well, and my long form videos do nothing at all. Even the stuff where I'm just like, oh, everybody's gonna know about, like I put out the beta dates yesterday in a video. It's like, who gives a fuck? Nobody cares. I thought people were like, oh shoot, beta, like everybody's getting hyped, and like, nah, nobody cares. All right, good to know. Good to know. Okay, so we can double tap now. Do I need anything else? Need.
Leave me alone. We're sure as shit not gonna find him in the darkness. Options?
Well, he was once human. Maybe there's something around here, something from his past.
2-box Easter egg. Yeah, we talked about that. We can definitely do the 2-box challenge. I mean, again, on Cold War, that's not... I mean, we do it for other maps as well, obviously. For Cold War, it's like, you don't have to... I'm doing a melee only, and I've done the 1911 pistol only. Like, it's not as much of a challenge as some other games. But if you got, like, a sniper, like, that would be a challenge. Regardless of... It doesn't matter the map. That would still be hard. It'd be harder doing a sniper only challenge, which we should do maybe, than a melee only challenge. Do we need anything else? I don't think so. I kind of want to just do this Easter egg, like do this boss fight. We need to get armor, but that's fine. That's in the boss fight arena. What we're going to do is we're going to get one more of these. And I'm gonna get one of these. Now that means I'm gonna be hoping, like really hoping, that in the boss fight I'll be able to pick up something that will help me get out of this area. This is the one thing that's hard. It's getting out right here. They block you and they pin you so fast. It's really difficult. Round 100 Easter egg, dude. You know what? I've done that before on this map. And I'm cursed with getting to the 100. Like, my internet always drops. Yeah, I could sit here and play for 8 hours doing other things, like doing 5 different Easter eggs, or 10 different Easter eggs, and it would be fine. It's like getting to that round 100 to do it. It just, it's cursed. I don't know. I don't know why. I was doing it before on this map in round 85 or 88. I was training right here. And it crashed on me. It's like, I'm not doing that again. ZRG Easter egg? What is ZRG? Zetsubo Rogima? What is ZRG? I don't know what that means. 20mm sniper. Oh, the what was it? M80 or something like that? What was it called in this game? It was so fucking bad. Because again, you had to do. I got Dark Ether, and to do it for Dark Ether. Oh, there was one sniper in particular. I don't remember what it was called. It's terrible. All right, let's just go into the boss fight. Here we go. We're going in. All right, good luck. To me, I guess. I do have PhD. Okay, good. Is he talking? Jeez, dude. Let's go. Just take your time. No, we don't need that, actually. I was gonna say, oh, I just realized we're not even close to 10,000 points. And we might need to refill our wonder weapon during this boss fight. Not allowed to use it. So, again, this is melee only. The only thing we've used are perks that we have and this machete that's double tap. It's a DLC gun, okay. I don't even know about that. Do I have it? Maybe I don't have it. I don't know. Alright, here he goes.
Its brain functionality has been restored enough to recall its former self. Bet Mary Shelley would have something to say about this.
Deactivate the accelerator's priority.
We're gonna let them go down. That's okay. Because what we're gonna do is that right there. And we're gonna let him do it again, and then we're gonna This is why we get PhD. And do it again. Oh, okay, we're stuck. They pinned me, so that's fine. We're gonna pull back out. We got a camo challenge done. We're gonna throw that down there. We're gonna slash you in the face.
There was no
And we're gonna stab these guys a couple of times.
I take satisfaction in
Because they give us good drops. Like that. That's the first one done. Tried to hit him, but he moved. Stabby. Slide. Make the PhD go off. Yeah, I'm helping you, buddy. I'm setting you on fire, and that's helping you, believe it or not. Ow. Stab you, stab you. Okay. I tried to slide into him to have my PhD go off, but it didn't land. We just do that. Oh, the dog jumped up and...
Really all you have?
Here we go. Okay.
That is all you are.
The dog jumped up and took the Molotov to the face right here, so he wasn't getting burned. That's messed up. Get me! Okay, we're gonna check out the monkey right there.
Draw them in, blow them up.
Stab you. You give me some. Stab you. There we go. No. Trying to get the best here, buddy. Trying to get the best. It's alright. Oh, there we go. There's the view thing with the dogs. I hate it, man. It's so messed up. Okay. Ooh. Good. Grab that. Okay. We have armor, but my health is going down. We gotta do that in a second. And instead of sliding into them and having my PhD go off, I got deflected, and it didn't count. I literally just bounced off of them. Did you see that? It's like, you're going this way? Like, nah. We're just gonna redirect. Use bumper cars in here. So they're kind of screwing with my... Normally this second station doesn't take that long. This is the hardest one, for sure, but normally it doesn't take this long because... my PhD will actually work. But again, with him, I mean, you've got all the time really in the world. He's not gonna die. You've got all the time. You can take your time. And like this, like you finally kill everything. It's like, oh, okay, we'll let you get past this part now. I don't have anything, like they're not dropping any good tacticals for me though, which is not lethals, not tacticals, not anything. So that's not cool, but and he gets all kinds of jittery when you go anywhere near him. Like as far as zombies go. Like they're not hitting him, but he just starts flipping out. Get him off. It's like a drug addict. I think he's got bugs crawling on him. Ow. Okay. Needed to pop that. Wow, I got pinned. Whoa.
To me, your fate.
Okay, we're out of armor here, which is bad. We're really out now. Okay. Hopefully, they might have dropped a little something. Yeah, there we go.
It is finished. You must go now.
We're mostly filled up on it anyway, but we're gonna, obviously, if you can, might as well do it. So we're gonna buy that. We're gonna look for.
Tell them I will see them.
That might be okay. What we really want, actually.
That's all I need to
I
hear.
saw 2, right?
Raptor 1 is inbound.
There's
Strike
no
team,
tactical,
get the
like
hell out of there.
no what do you call it? Decoy, which again would be great. We could use our ether shroud. I just don't want to. We're gonna get past that.
Throwing C4 charge.
There we go. We need that to get through that part, man. That's like the hardest part of this whole thing. Once you know the path to like go through the whatever, you know, the lightning or whatever the stuff is that's coming down, like then you're fine as far as that goes. But always getting out of that tunnel. And using the wonder weapon, you use the electro bolt. You just hold the right trigger down and just keep running. You're fine. But when you're not using something like that, getting out of the tunnel is actually kind of a pain in the ass. I don't know how that didn't get a single kill. I just threw C4 on an entire horde of zombies and that didn't get a single kill. But anyways, melee only Easter egg done. It wasn't flawless because we got double swiped by the half megatons on round 12 or something like that somehow.
But I got a feeling Omega Group is just getting
had to take
started.
a call. Well, you know what's more important than your calls, Eric, and more important than your work? This stream right here. He also regens health. Who regens health? What? I don't know what's going on. I mean, you're probably saying something during the boss fight. Now I'm in the middle of it, and like it's hard for me to look over here. Yeah. What is the perk that you get when you melee kill? It regens a bit of your health. Is that just quick revive, like tier 5 or something? I don't remember. But yeah, I don't remember exactly which one that was. Is mine? Hold on. Oh no, it's okay. Well, this camera's kind of shitty, isn't it? I mean, it's supposed to be 1080, but it just looks like it's not focused. It never seems to focus properly. Holding. Come on. All the way back. Stay in focus. All the way back. Oh, no. Okay. Good megaton. That's melee tier 5 skill. Oh, okay, okay. I knew it was something. I couldn't remember if it was quick revive or which one it was, but yeah, we did a few camos too. So, I mean, honestly, that's what I'm saying. Like, as far as it's kind of the reason why why I did this particular challenge today, this melee only, you know, for the Easter egg on D Machina. Was again, I was having a conversation with somebody in chat, you know, a few weeks back. I think it was right before I went on vacation. It was right before I went on vacation. It might have even been you, Mitchell. I don't remember. It was somebody. And it's just like, you know, Cold War is fun. It's not that I don't like Cold War. I do. I actually thought it was a pretty fun game. And I liked at the beginning how you could grind for the Ethereum and, you know, to upgrade your stuff. And that made it more fun. But once you completed that, you were kind of like, all right, well, I mean, that's done. And the Easter eggs aren't hard enough to, like, fully engage you to keep coming back. Although, you know, like, this is the weird thing about it, right? Well, I guess it's not that weird. I was about to pose the question, and I think I answered it in my head, like the moment I finished thinking of the question, because I just had somebody say to me in one of my shorts that I put up for the firebow, like how to make the firebow. And somebody's like, they just commented this morning or like overnight or something, like, oh, this dude's making it seem easy. Meanwhile, I can't even get to this part of that, whatever. And it's like, okay, and I know that there are a lot of people out there, and I play more zombies than 99% of, the people that play zombies, or 95% at least, whatever. Because this is, I make videos on it, I stream it, I do, whatever. And I fully get that plenty of Easter eggs out there are really hard, especially, again, with BO4, the sheer amount of steps that you have to do to complete these Easter eggs, it just means you're going to be going into the boss fight at best at like round 25 or round 26. The first handful of times you're trying to complete the Easter egg, you might be on round 30 or round 33 or whatever. And that's are you good enough to even be completing Easter egg steps at around 30, where they're running at you, man. You got elemental zombies all over the place. You got mini bosses all over the place. Like, it's kind of difficult. Yeah, that was you. Okay. Okay, yeah, all right. I thought it hit me like, oh, maybe that was Mitchell. But anyway, I just, it's, and again, I play way more than the average person does, obviously. So then I put stuff up about, Cold War. Like, did you even know this thing was a thing on Cold War? Like, this is a little kind of mini Easter egg, or there was a, blah, blah, blah. And most people, like the hardcores, are like, dude, I knew this like day one, blah, blah, blah. What are you even making a video about this for? Like, okay, relax. And other people are like, oh, cool, I didn't know. But, like, so the question that I answered in my own head was, I posed an answer, was like, well, so why didn't, there were plenty of people out there like that BO3 stuff is too hard. BO4 is really way too hard. Why aren't they watching more Cold War stuff? Like, why doesn't the Cold War videos do better for longer? Or the streams, why don't they do better for longer? Again, the first couple of days was super high interest, but then you literally, by day 3, it was like, okay, we're kind of done here. And it would drop off a cliff. And round 39 in Blood of the Dead for me, never beat it. I mean, see, like, that's what I'm saying. Learn Morse code steps sucks. And there is, yes, you can look out into the water by the top, up by the gondola, and get, like, count it. Again, if you're doing it solo, though, it's still not easy. You don't have time to just stand there and look and doing it by yourself. I'm a solo player. I wish I had friends. I don't. Nobody's going to help me. So doing that step is difficult. So I do it, the brute force way. Just kind of, like what everybody did. Long hold. If it doesn't end, like, you're good. Okay, short one. I just brute force it. Like, standing at the top of the gondola. Again, if you're solo, there's a video coming up, by the way. I'm going to make a short on it. Like, the best thing that Treyarch ever did for solo players was in Cold War, and it's called the decoy grenade. Because at least it gives you like 3 to 5 seconds of peace where you can actually stand there and look at something, rather than, if you're playing with a team of 4, you've got zombie bitch who, has to hold the zombie at the end of every round, right? And then there's 3 people standing around trying to figure out the Easter egg. Just, standing there like, oh, maybe we could do, this. Oh, hey, go get a monkey bomb. Like, okay, chuck it. Didn't work. What about a regular grenade? What about shoot it with a pack-a-punch gun? Oh, baby, I'll go put brain rot on my... Like, when you're a solo player, you don't have that option. So the decoy grenade at least, again, gives you a few seconds. And people are like, well, what about the monkey bombs? That would distract them. Yeah, but it also kills the zombies. You don't want to kill them. You want to hold that zombie to the end of the round. So decoy grenade. Like, I mean, Arthur in Buried was, like the best version of that. Like, he could actually literally hold one zombie at the end of the round. It was, if you could make a crawler. And he would hold him, and literally hold him, pick him up and hold him, and then you could just study and do whatever you wanted to do. Like, that was the best. I do that sometimes too, like getting behind on the streams, and I don't realize I'm not watching live. Like, I'm like 20 minutes back, or like, oh, wait a minute. Like, wait, what's happening? almost missed the ramblings, so you didn't miss them, but you almost did. So it's kind of like, now that I'm hearing it again, it's like, I wish this motherfucker would shut up. My favorite part. Eric, I know that's just your favorite part. I'd say yes, I'll help you, but no, BO4, those Easter eggs suck. I mean, I've done them all. It's not that. Like, I've done everything, every solo Easter egg you can do. Basically, technically, I've not done Transit, right? You can do that solo, but I've done everything solo. Like, it's not that hard. It's just when you're trying to solve it, though, and trying to figure it out for yourself, it becomes like it's almost impossible on those games. There's a reason why back in the day, when a new map would come out, all your favorite streamers, and I would be, of course, at number one on that list now. I mean, I wasn't around back then, but now you guys are going to be watching me day one for Modern Warfare 3. I know that for DM Zombies, right? But everybody would start solo, right? The first stream that they would do would be solo. They're looking, they're checking things out and whatever. Because, one, they knew it's not going to get solved day one. Easter eggs didn't get solved day one. And then eventually, like by day, like the second day or by the second stream, maybe 8 hours later or 12 hours later, whatever. Remember, there used to be these marathon streams or string of streams, going on when new maps would come out. And then they would start teaming up, and then they would start, looking for things together because they were so hard. So, and then when Cold War came out, it seemed everybody, all the big streamers knew somehow to not try to do it solo, but to team up. Like, they were all-star teams day one of Cold War, so they have their contacts over at Treyarch or whatever, and so they were all like doing the speed race at the very, very, very beginning of Cold War, which was kind of weird. It's like if your job is to run an obstacle course, but you never know what's going to be in the obstacle course, but then and there's 50 people running it, but like there's 5 people that know the people that set up the obstacle course, and then they just take them in a few days before and show them, hey, this is what it looks like. You're going to have to do this, you're going to have to do that, you're going to have to do this and that and that and that and this. It's like, oh, that's fair? I mean, there's, legit, especially now that we've had so little zombies content lately, like speedrunning is like the number one thing, being best in the world, right? Being first in the world to solve things. It's a huge thing. It can make or break a channel. So showing some people early, I don't think is very cool. But whatever. They always make me the zombies, bitch. Zetsubo Noshima Green Plant would hold a crawl. Yeah, that's true too. That's right. Yeah. I actually made one. I had hopped on Zets the other day. I'm making another short video. You guys know there's a way to get half-priced perks on Zetsubo Noshima? I'll be making a short video on it very soon. So just in case you didn't know that. Just kind of one of those neat little factoids. But yeah, I was playing it a couple days ago just for fun. Like, I wasn't trying to record or do anything. Just hopping on for fun, because I actually like Zets now. I hated it at first, but I really like it now. I like it more than GK, to be honest with you. That's my hot take for today. And how like at the beginning of the game you get the first pail that you pick up, the first bucket that you pick up has like a tiny bit of green water in it, so you can water a seed one time, and you always get a seed drop in the first round to show you like, hey, you're gonna have to do this throughout the game. And I actually got that plant, the very first thing I planted by round 3. I had a plant that would hold the zombie for me. It's really nice, man. The kind of thing is really nice. The only bad thing about it on Zetsubo though is it's the whole thing with getting the bullet. You can't guarantee it. You can do everything right, but it's not going to guarantee that you get that particular thing. That's the only thing about Zets now that I don't like. I didn't like it before because of do everything 3 times. I found it to be repetitive and boring, but the only thing I don't like about it now is the randomization of you could get it, you could not, and then you do the exact same thing, and you could, and then you don't get it, and then you do the exact same thing, and you do get it. So I don't like that. I don't like the randomization stuff. It's why, I tried to hop back onto Moon not too long ago. I did the Space Dog Easter egg, a short video on that. And just being on Moon and trying to get the wave gun out of a box and spinning for 20 rounds just trying to get the wave gun to do that. It's just like, I can't do it anymore, man. And then, you know, if you're doing the actual Easter egg, you got to get the wave gun, you got to get the Gersh devices. Then you got to get rid of the Gersh devices and get the QEDs. Then get rid of the QEDs and get the Gersh devices again. Like, I have been ready, like on that map, I have been ready by round 5 to do the, like, complete the Easter egg. And all I needed was some box luck, and I would get to round 30 and still not have what I needed and just quit. Like, forget it. I'm not doing it. I don't like RNG being the #1 aspect of a map or Easter egg. Like, I hate that kind of stuff. I don't like it. Yeah, Mitchell, you know how it is. That's the one. Electric Shield. I'm the guy who knows the sets and spots. This is my second favorite BO3 map. DE barely beats it out. You know, oh, so Shadows is down there for you. It's not in your top. Well, I guess it's maybe in your top 3. It's not in your top 2 though. Wow. Okay. How are subs and views doing recently? Watching from afar, it looks like it's slowing down here at 12.5K. Yeah, I mean, I had a video. I mean, you guys know, but anybody watching later that's here that doesn't know, I had one of my short videos like exploded. It's over 4 million views now, and that just brought in, you know, like each day that video alone was doing 6-figure views, like anywhere from 100,000 to 500,000. It's like, I think it's most, and then, you know, it kind of tapers down and down and down and down and down. And but with that, you know, like when you have one video that's really exploding like that, it brings everything else up with it. So it's not just, it's an extraordinary amount of views for one particular video, but it's a numbers game. When you got that many people watching that one video, enough of them are going to go, enough of them that really matter to, like, to affect the total amount of views on your channel, to really, so you can really see it. They're going to go to your channel and they're going to watch, like, what else did this guy have? Because I liked this one, you know? So all of a sudden, like, if I go to my analytics page, like right now, and I go to, like, over the last 48 hours and see what's doing what, like, at the top, it's still that video, the World at War Nocturne and Toten on Forsaken video. It's still, like, my #1 video over the last 48 hours, over the last 60 minutes. It's still killing it as far as that goes. But it's slowed way down. But, like, I would go to the bottom, like, in the, like, it shows you your top, like, 30 videos or something for the last 48 hours. And, like, right now, my lowest one on that page is the Call of the Dead Avenged Sevenfold 115 Interact with the Rocks, the song, like, that little Easter egg. It's got 47 views over the last 2 days. Like, it's basically nothing, like 1 per hour over the last 48 hours, right? That video, the bottom video, when that World at War Knocked video was taking off, was like 1,000 views instead of like 47. So it lifted everything else up. And then so, like, the subs were just exploding. Views are exploding. Watch time was exploding. Like, everything was just exploding. And there was no way it was going to just keep that going forever. I mean, it's possible, you know, but I haven't had anything else kind of really catch on. I have quite a few things now, like in 6-figure views, over 100,000. I just had another one cross over into that kind of realm. There are things that I think will definitely take off because it's so cool. I think it's so cool, like the aliens reference in. I mean, I thought this was a great one. The aliens reference in Beast from Beyond in IW, and I put the clip of Sigourney Weaver in the mech suit, and get away from her, you bitch. And then the same line in Beast from Beyond, I put that in there. Like, I thought that one would take off because that's a cool friggin'. To me, that's a really cool little reference. Like, they're showing where their influences and everything, and it would be really cool. And I mean, it's done well over the course of time now, but it's not anywhere near being one of like my most popular ones, I don't think. I mean, this one, the super rare Ronald Ray gun Easter egg, I thought that would do well on Outbreak, and it's done. That's over 100,000 now. Did you notice this on D Machina, like the Order thing? Like, that's over 100,000. The play DE on Forsaken, that's like 256,000. So I've got stuff that's over 100K, whatever as well. So it's good. It's just I was getting insane numbers from a 4 million view video. Like, those are insane numbers. For me, for Mr. Beast, it's like, oh my God, why is it doing so badly? For me, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. And here's one. It's almost at 200,000 views now, which is did you notice this insane detail in Cold War? Or was that what I titled it? Yeah, in Cold War Zombies. And it was the one where the AHV on Die Maschine that we just played, Angelica Hannibal Vogel, we didn't know it at the time until we go to Forsaken, and we realize, Valentina is not her real name. It's Angelica Hannibal Vogel, Dr. Vogel's daughter. Dr. Vogel is the doctor that was doing these experiments in Die Maschine. That's why we have to break into his computer. His password is AHV, his daughter's initials. I thought that was really cool video. And when I put it out, it was doing nothing for like 3 weeks until that video, the 4 million view video, started to take off, and then people noticed it. And it's like, oh, this one is kind of cool. And that's when it started. But like, you just never know, like, what's going to hit, what's not going to hit. The whole World at War being on Forsaken, I figured everybody knew that, so nobody would really care, and it did 4 million views. So, but I put up one a few weeks ago, how to upgrade the Bowie knife on Voyage of Despair, which is the only map you can do that on, and it's languished at 3.7 views. Like, it's fine, but it's not like wow, you know what I mean? It's not taking off. It's not blowing anybody away. I love having free ways to get wonder weapons without a box. Yes, that's another thing. All these comments I get, like, I do the video on like how to build the crystal axe or something like that on Forsaken. People are like, why don't you just get it from the box? This is so stupid. Why would you do this? Like, okay. Shadows is the top 10, but not. Yeah, for me, it's like, yeah, it's still top 3 for me. No, it's not. It's top 5 for me. It's not top 3, but it's top 5 for me. Yeah. DE, is that about Noshima? Mauer, Mob, Origins is 5. Ooh, Origins is number 1 for me, man. Buried, OG Nox for the nostalgia. GK, Shadows, and the Giant. Yeah, see, like the Giant, I actually, like, if you were grinding camos and doing stuff like that for zombies, like the Giant is awesome for that. The best map for that. And you can do like the Flytrap Easter egg, but the Flytrap Easter egg is so basic, right? It's just like, eh. I mean, it's the easiest Easter egg, like full main quest Easter egg to do in all of zombies. So as far as just like a hangout, yeah, I get it. But to me, I'm an Easter egg person. I'm not a high round player. I don't just like hop on just to murder zombies because I hate zombies for some reason. I like having a thing to do, and that thing for me is like doing the Easter egg. So something like the Giant will never be, while I have nothing against it, I also don't have that much for it either. Like, it's a cool layout. The stuff on it is cool. It's a good atmosphere. But ultimately, what's there to do? You know? So for me, like, it's always that. Monkey Bomb upgrades on Firebase Z. I think the first video I saw of yours was the one on Mauer with its sewer rewards. Oh, yeah. People got all over me for the way I say sewer. Because I say sewer. Like, oh, that's sewer. I mean, I say sewer. To me, there's a big difference of how I say it and how these people are hearing it. I'm not saying sore. Oh, that's sore. I got a sunburn. It's sore. It's sewer. I'm just saying it fast. I'm giving it the extra syllable. It's just, I'm saying it fast. And one guy was like, what are you, fucking retarded? It's just like, are you from Boston, man? If he had said wicked retarded, then I'd be like, yeah, he's definitely from Boston. But he didn't. He just said, what are you... He literally said, what are you, fucking retarded? Made me laugh. I think the reason why. Oh, and then the next video was monkey bombs on upgrade on Firebase C. See, like I thought that was a fairly good one. It's pretty easy to do too. Like the stuff it's not super typical. It's not like what everybody does. There's certain Easter eggs, like side Easter egg things, like on D Machine, like doing the hand Easter egg. You need 15 total kills for that hand to come out and grab, and you're gonna do like, 1 or 2 a round, really at most. So it's going to take you 7 or 8 rounds to get that done. Is that something you're going to do during your Easter egg run? Your normal, like I'm trying to do the main Easter egg? No, because it's not worth it at all. These are things to do on the side, and people get confused. Like, why would you do that when you're trying to get to the, like it's just slowing you down? Like, it's not the point. There's different things to discover on the map. Plus, it was like the hand coming out. Is that the hand from Orda that we see on round 42 from the swamp, like, and then comes back in Firebase Z, and then of course on Outbreak and whatever. I think the reason why BO4 was so much harder was BO3 Easter eggs were mostly solved in a day or two. That was hysterical. The sewer one, Eric, is that what you're saying? That was hysterical. I mean, I'm from Boston. That's why I say when with the wicked retarded, like I grew up hearing that. Boston is not a very PC place. So I'm not trying to offend anybody. I'm literally just quoting what a guy said in my comment section. So I'm not trying to be offensive by saying the R word. But I just say sewer. Sewer. It's not sewer. Who has that much? It's like the Nocturne Toten video. People lost their shit. Can you please not butcher the German language by saying Nocturne Toten? It's not Noctur. It's Noct. Der Untoten. Like, you're saying Naked Dead or Naked of the Undead or whatever. Like, I just don't care. I don't have that much time to say Noct Der Untoten. Just Noct Der Untoten. Like, is it Nocturne Toten? It's fine. We move fast here in America. Let's go. We got shit to do. Yeah, no, it's just fun. Yeah. Oh, see, don't. No. You wanna delete that last comment here, because it's not POC, it's POC. When I was in the Navy, I was stationed down in San Diego, and it was, to the locals, it never got old, and really to everybody that I was in the Navy with. Hey man, say park the car in our yard. No. That's kind of doing like a Philly thing there, because people are from all over that you run it, mostly from the South and the Midwest. But it never got old for them to say that. Say park the car, man. Hey, park the car, park the car. Here you go. Yep. I said it. I say it. Park the car. Park the car in the parking lot. See, it's not even pack. It's like you're dragging it out. That's like Maine. That's the country stuff. Like, it's the park the car. That's the Stephen King kind of stuff that you get. And by the way, I have some audiobooks of Stephen King on my phone that I didn't buy. You must get them when you purchase the actual book. You like get the free audio download sometimes. Some of these people, they're trying to do the New England accent, and it just is awful. I'm trying to think of who, like, obviously Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, they're from Boston, so it's not like they're trying to do the accent. Like, they can do it. They're from there, right? I mean, I'm from there. I would actually need to work on it now because I don't talk like that anymore. But I would need to put it in a little work. But like, it's fairly natural, right? For me, the only person that ever really did a good one that I can remember, at least, I'm sure there's other people, was Johnny Depp in Blow. And it wasn't really a Massachusetts. It was kind of, Boston. It was more of like a Massachusetts kind of in general kind of a thing. But his was good. Other people have, oh my God, it's distracting. It's so bad. I just wish people wouldn't do it. Like, George Clooney, he did was the fishing boat movie with the big wave, right? Perfect Storm. Everybody else is doing accents. I mean, again, Wahlberg's in that. He's from Boston, whatever. It's normal for him. And he didn't do an accent. And he's like, yeah, because if I did, all anybody would be thinking about the whole time is, why is he doing that accent? Why is he talking like that? Because it's George Clooney. We know George Clooney doesn't talk like that. So it was a brilliant decision, I think, on his part not to do it. Because, one, it's really hard to get right. And nobody does. I mean, just watch Mystic River, for an example. Oh, my God. Actually, you want to hear a couple of good ones? I shouldn't say nobody did it well. Ben Affleck, the first movie he directed, Gone Baby Gone, there's some good ones in that one, man. Like, scary good. Like, oh my God. Like, this girl is either from that goddamn neighborhood or she's the best actress in the world. And it turns out she was fucking just a great actress, and I don't remember her name. She was so good, though. It's not the... it was one of the sisters... It doesn't matter. She was so good, and I'm embarrassed that I don't know her name. She was really good. I'm from the Midwest. I never noticed how much of the stereotype I was. There's this stupid heart thing in the bottom. How much of a stereotype I was? I can't read that word. I saw videos on it. Until I saw videos on it. Okay, there it goes. Well, the Midwest is kind of, like, there's the Chicago accent, of course, like everybody knows like that. It's the Bears, the whole Saturday Night Live, Mike Ditka. Everybody kind of, does that one. Or, didn't like John Goodman do it in the Roseanne stuff? I don't remember. But yeah. But then, there's all kinds of the Midwest that, like, things don't, like, people from Milwaukee don't talk like the people from Chicago. You know what I mean? And again, it's a subtle kind of difference. Most people wouldn't, like, that are not from there wouldn't really see it. It's the same thing. But the Boston is different than Maine and New Hampshire. Like, it's different. Like, that's the country stuff. It's a lot different to my ear. And again, to most people, they'll be like, "You're just saying pack, yeah, pack. You don't know how to say as." Except for when they add R's that aren't there, like Washington or, what's the one? Bill Burr, my favorite comedian. What's one that he does? There's some word that he does that it drives me fucking nuts. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. I don't listen to his podcast anymore. It's not that it's not good. It's just like, how much of him can I take in my head? So it's a lot. It's a lot of anger, shouting. I just watch his specials now. He's friggin' hilarious, though, man. Nothing wrong with my accent, just don't use the G in in. So it's like everything's in. I'm not gonna do it. Is that how that thing was? Was it like the missing G for the Midwest? I mean, it's just the thing to me about, like, the Chicago is that the sound in Chicago. Ow. We're gonna have some brats. Brats. How do you say bratwurst? Brats. I don't know. Whatever. Let's everybody sit here. I'm the only one that you guys can hear though. Like, we could all sit here and do accents. You guys type them in, and I'll be the asshole here, like, trying to do them all, say them out loud. All right. So that's it for today. It's kind of it was a shorter stream until I just started talking and babbling. Like I always do at the end, right? Have you seen Infamous by Andrew Schultz? No, I haven't. Stand-up special on YouTube. My favorite act behind some of Burr's. Andrew Schultz. I know who he is, though. He has a... they all have fucking podcasts, right? All comedians. It's like their number one job is podcasting, and then they do some stand-up on the side. And they all just go on each other's podcast nonstop. I mean, it's such an incestuous, like, business. Being a comedian is all they do is just they go on other people's podcasts, other comedians' podcasts all the time. They're just in this constant rotation of, hey, you want to come on my podcast? You want to come on my podcast? Be on my podcast. Which is, I mean, I've listened to many of them in the past. Segura and Christina, and with Bert as well, the two bears. Marin's podcast, for years I listened to. Burr's podcast I listened to for years. And I'm sure there's more that I listen to on a regular basis in the past, but mostly I just kind of stay away from all of it now and just watch the specials. Brats. Brouts. Some Brouts. Dude, you know, people, and again, it seems to be, maybe it's just because I'm from there, but like the Boston accent, they like make fun of that a lot. Like, well, dude, you guys are just saying shit wrong. Like, what's wrong with you? What are you, retarded? Like that guy in my comment section. Do you guys know the Philly accent? One of the I want to look it up because I want to be able to. I'm going to link it to you guys. Yes. Here we go. This one kills me, dude. It's all the kind of various Pennsylvania accents. What the hell's going on in Pennsylvania? What a weird place. Don't click on it just now. Like, click on it. I'm about to finish the podcast. I mean, the podcast. I've been sitting here talking so long. We're talking about comedians doing podcasts now. Like, I'm about done with my podcast. Hold on. We're about done with the stream, but check that out afterwards. Routes. What part of the Midwest are you from, Mitchell? Watching for myself. Literally. I'll check it out. I've been watching Eric. The guy you guys were telling me about the DMZ stuff. This is basically a podcast post-stream. I mean, it kind of is every time we do it, right? I don't know, like, maybe it's a bad thing for me to do. I think, in a way, just like I should just get on. Like, as soon as I started, like, hey, here we go. We're jumping in. This is the thing we're doing. I hope you guys are having a great day. Like, subscribe. Let's jump right in. Boom. You know, and we're going. And then when it's done, like, beat it. Did it flawlessly. Later, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. Like, end it. Like, I don't know. But then you guys always hang out and, you know, at the end and, like, you know, blah, 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 you know, just keep flapping your gums. Westy, yeah. Westy. I've watched a lot of his stuff since then. Yeah, I like him. And Stod is the guy, his partner there. And not Fixate. I don't know, something like that. But they stream a lot together. And him and Jack Frags, they do stuff with him a lot. I was watching some of the, not Building 21, or maybe it was Building 21 as well. But what's the underground one? The Koshchai complex, stuff like that. Him and Jack Frags. I've watched a fair amount of his streams going back now. But yeah, he's good. Why? Here's a question for you. Why are there so many Brits like in the Call of Duty scene, man? They have a lot of the most popular channels, whether it's zombies with like Pizza and Dalek and Milo and Black Ops Amaze. Like, we could go on and on and on and on. And also for the multiplayer type stuff as well, like tons and tons and tons of Brits. I mean, it's just a lot of people are in it, and I'm, you know, this is the ones that I get recommended. I don't know, but I'm not knocking. I'm not saying, hey, it's bad. Like, let's, you know, we don't need another revolution. We already beat their asses once. Hey. It's just literally just noticed it, like, because Captain Price is English. There you go. Yeah, the Koshchai complex. I wouldn't be able to spell it either. I don't know how to say it either, to be honest with you. But I typically have it on in the background in the mornings. What, me rambling or some podcast? I don't remember now. Like, I'm going backwards in time reading this. You guys know, like, I'm like a goldfish. As soon as I say it, it's gone. Like, it's out of my head. Either that or it worms in and I can't let it go, and then my stories go and then over here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Like, what the hell was I talking about? And then try to bring it back around, and like, why did I connect those two things? And like, realize because I had a sandwich once that reminded me, like, the fuck are you talking about, Switters? Like, what's going on, man? Are you okay? Like, no, I'm not. Kosiki is how you say it? Oh, so it's not Koshchai. I was way off. Kosiki, okay. Yeah, all right, let's wrap it up on this, since we brought it over to a DMZ thing, and because zombies mode this year is going to be DMZ, let's just kind of finish today on that note of, I was talking about it a little bit during the boss fight. I have some hope. Again, I know I'm most of my talk so far about what to expect for Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and like a lot of the posts and stuff I talk about, it's on the negative side of like, ugh, this is not zombies, and it's not. Okay, I know that coming in, it's a good place to get to. Like, I know this is not going to be what we normally think of as zombies. It's not going to be like Die Maschine. It's not going to be like Der Eisendrache. It's not going to be like Origins. It's not going to be like Zombies in Spaceland. We're not getting a round-based anything remotely close to that with Modern Warfare 3. Unless they have some curveball up their sleeve that they're just going to pull out on us and be like, whoa. By the way, October 5 is COD Next, and we're going to get a lot more. We're going to, like, a whole multiplayer reveal for Modern Warfare 3. At that point, I'll be live streaming it. And then, like, the next day, I think, is the first day of the beta. So I think probably after the beta, we'll get actually real info for the first time on what we can truly expect for zombies from Sledgehammer Games. Like, they're going to do some kind of presentation. Or from Treyarch, actually, is doing it. But you know what I mean. So we know it's going to be DMZ mode with zombies, right? I really just... but now I'm getting... The more, like, I needed to get, like, the negative stuff out into the world, because I think it's all very possible. But I had to get through that to see the... what could be very positive stuff about it, is that it is PvE, which is what I don't like about DMZ mode now, is the PvP VE. If you want to play Warzone, play Warzone. If you want to play DMZ, play DMZ. And I think DMZ should be PvE. Because it really, all it is at this point is just a grief mode. It's trolling mode. People team up and just hunt, body, kill other players because they've collected all the things they need to collect. And they just want to ruin people's day. And then they get kills, and then they just leave them lying on the ground waiting for, because they get to plead for help, and then other people come to be nice and pick them up, and then they just murder those people. And they go to teams of 5 and 6, and you have no shot. As a solo player, you have no shot. If they're hunting you down, that's it. It's over. Just, you might as well give up. And then the bad thing about it is, well, now I just lost my shit that I had. Like, all that stuff is now gone. They literally take it from you. They don't need it, but they're going to take it from you just to ruin your day. It's like, how is that fun for me to play? It's the whole thing about talking about exo zombies. On the surface, it's fun. The idea of, like, having an exosuit and fighting zombies and doing whatever, like, that's cool. But then you realize they're constantly trying to take away parts of the map by making you play this hostage rescue, and if you don't rescue the hostage, close down, gas, can't go in there for some reason, turned off the power as well. Also, you have to play S&D in the middle of round 25 here while you're trying to get the teleport little pyramid things into and carrier it, so go to an island. What the fuck are we doing? We've got EMP dogs, EMP zombies, like everything taking your suit away. Like, on the surface it sounds fun, and then they put all these things in there to take away the fun. It's punishment. It's not fun, and I don't play games for punishment. I play them to enjoy. So being punished, no. Being challenging, yes, that's fine. Being punished, not into that. I'm not into the whole S&M thing. Maybe you like to be spanked. Bend over, grab a paddle. That's great. Good for you. That's just not my thing. So that zombies is going to be PvE. Sorry, I'm going to get a notification on my phone here. I do like that. You're going to spawn in with other teams. Again, I still think it's going to be 6 teams of 4, not 4 teams of 6, because when has Call of Duty ever done teams of 6? It's always teams of 4. So that's just what I think it's going to be. I could be wrong about that. I don't think that matters that much necessarily, though it could, as a solo player, be worse if there's teams of 6. Because, and by the way, if you want to play this mode, it's a warning and a incentive as well. I will almost definitely be playing DM Zombies mode with you guys a lot this year, because it is. I don't think there's going to be any kind of solo solo aspect to it. You might be able to go in no fill or something like that, or I don't even know about that though, by the way. I think you might be forced to, I don't think there will be a no fill option. I think you might have to go in with another team, like as part of a team. I don't know that you're going to be able to hop in solo and just go for it. There's got to be some reason why there are 6 teams of 4 or 4 teams of 6 or whatever loading in each map at the same time, I'm assuming. But so anyway, that will mean I'm probably playing with you guys a fair amount. I have it. I'm getting the game on, I already pre-ordered for PlayStation and for Xbox. So I can do a rotating kind of a system, and the good thing is that there's that cross-platform progression and everything, so that'll work out fine. Eric, you're gonna have to, man, because you're kind of the as far as in this channel, like you're the kind of DMZ expert. I mean, I'll be playing more of it until that point, but I don't know how much of it I can actually take being solo and being hunted down by these teams of 5 and 6 that nonstop. It gets a little annoying. But anyways, the PvE aspect, that's kind of what I'm saying though. It's like the PvP part of DMZ I don't like. The PvE stuff could be very good. As a solo player, again, it does make me nervous to because the raids and like going into the Kosiki complex or building 21 or whatever those things are. Again, I haven't even done those. It's hard. Like it's AI, but they throw so many of them at you, and they literally throw grenades at you, and they make it difficult. So as a solo player, that could be kind of, is it even doable, or do they make it so it's either super hard and you have to be part of a team, or it's pretty goddamn easy and you can roll right through it as a team and there's no challenge? Where's the balance there? That's not easy to do. So we'll see about that, but there's little things to find or discover, or however they phrased it throughout the map. You're talking about an Outbreak map. I mean, a Warzone map. If you think to Outbreak, the size of those maps, and Outbreak is definitely bigger than Warzone is definitely bigger than all those Outbreak maps. Not combined necessarily, but remember all the little things to find. And again, I hope it's not like finding the little intel, like finding the empty speed cola can, finding this recording, finding this scrap of paper, finding this little knickknack that whatever somebody's kid had as a child, like finding all these tiny little things that are just strewn about. It's an Easter egg hunt, literal. As a kid in your yard, like go find the Easter eggs and put them in your basket. That kind of Easter egg hunt on a map the size of Warzone. Dude, I gathered every piece of intel from Outbreak, from Cold War, every piece of intel. And it was, I gotta be honest with you, at a certain point, it just becomes you're torturing yourself. Because you're not gonna find most of these things without deliberately looking for them. And those maps are big, and that means you have to go and literally look behind like every tree, inside every drawer, underneath every bed. It gets to be a fucking lot of just, nope, nothing, nope, nothing, nope, nothing, nope, nothing. That's not fun. Not to me, at least. I did it all in Cold War. I got every piece of intel. It wasn't fun to do. So I hope it's not those kinds of little Easter eggs. And then the whole get in there, and I don't know, man. We'll see how it turns out. I'm keeping my mind open to it. I'm keeping my mind open to it being fun and engaging and worth coming back to again and again. It's very just as somebody that's trying to do YouTube as for my job. When you get kind of this year, no zombies. Last year, what the hell was last year? Was last year Vanguard? I don't even remember anymore. Which was, forget it. That's not real zombies. It just wasn't. And then coming up this year, it's I'm still worried that they saw the Z and DMZ and were like, hey, zombies, throw it in there. I'm worried that we're going to get a half-baked mode. I think we're literally going to get DMZ like they had planned, and they go, we didn't do anything for the zombies guys again. Can't we just DM zombies. So I'm a little worried that that's all that's all it's going to be, and they just replace the AI on the DMZ map with zombies AI instead of human AIs with guns. I could be wrong. Hopefully I am wrong, or even if I am right, hopefully it still turns out well anyway. Like, that's certainly a possibility. So it could turn out to be like, oh, you know what, I take it back. It's not, it's not round based. It's not DE or whatever. It's not shadows, but it's a cool, fun mode. And I thought Outbreak had potential. I didn't want a full year of Outbreak in the shape that it was in for Cold War, because that was too boring. I wouldn't want to do that for a full year. If they could improve it, like take that base that they had and expand upon it and make it better, make that mid-game like there's not the extraordinarily boring downtime, or just give us things to do in between, even in closing locations down so you had to pay to get through. Like, you couldn't just wander across the whole map and not have to deal with anything for a while if you didn't want to. Like, that is just, it makes it too boring. And then again, the scaling up of the difficulty, it was too fast. It was like, do nothing, do nothing, do nothing. Oh my god. It's like, okay. It didn't work out. But so hopefully maybe they found that kind of mid-range aspect, that kind of best of both worlds kind of a thing with this new mode that's coming up. You never know. It could be like, again, like I said, it could be like, whoa, this is actually really fun. It's not round based. It's not what I'm used to, but it's cool. It's fun. And I'm hoping that's what it turns out to be. I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna leave it there and say I'm holding out hope that it will be good, and that it will give us stuff to do for the year, that we don't feel like we don't get that Vanguard feeling of like, man, they really just forgot about us and just threw some shit together like last minute, and like, this is nothing that they're giving us. But I think it's because they have an easier time making videos on multiple games. West T and Battlefield. Okay. Again, we're going back a bit. No, it's my fault. There were zombies in Warzone 1 for a brief event. Yeah, I mean, do you guys... The hunting in Verdansk event was fun. Now, I wouldn't want to do that for a full year. That whole kind of... It was just kind of crazy. It was like playing Infected, right? The Infected multiplayer party mode that they have occasionally. But on a large scale, and it was a lot of fun. I played with some friends back then, and it was legit fun. But as a full game mode for the whole year, like, I don't know about that. But as like an occasional kind of, I'm hoping maybe we'll get something this October, this Halloween, as far as a kind of event goes in maybe Cold War again. That could be fun, at least for a couple of weeks until the new game comes out. I don't know. I still miss Blackout. Blackout was good, man. I think Blackout was probably my my favorite of the Cold War battle royales. The systems weren't perfect. I would take it if I could kind of mesh Blackout with the first Warzone, like the Verdansk first Modern Warfare 2019. That would have been good. Like the whole everything on Blackout you had to pick up, like manually pick up. Like if you could do it just by running over things and have it like the auto pickup kind of stuff. I'm okay with dropping in barehanded or just the pistol or whatever, and you have to get ground loot. And like in Blackout, you had to pick up, like if you want a stock on your gun, you got to find a stock. You want a foregrip, you got to find a foregrip. I was okay with those things. Warzone made it too easy to get your loadout, and it just wasn't that challenge. Once you have like everything that you need weapon-wise, like what do you need all these floor weapons for, like around the map? Why even have them? It's just your loadout. And then everybody uses the same meta loadout. It's like there's zero variation. So I didn't love that part of it, but if they could have combined those two, I'd have been happy. I played, I think, literally 2 or 3 games, not 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 games on Caldera. I didn't play at all this year. In the last week, I've played a little bit of DMZ, so I've been on the map at least. I don't need to connect campaign maps to multiplayer maps to Warzone maps. I certainly don't need every multiplayer map in the Warzone map. Don't need it. Just like I don't need my I don't want my zombies maps to be part of the campaign, part of multiplayer. I want a separate fucking story. That's what it is. That's what it always was. That's why we loved it. Stop forcing vanilla down our throats, please. I don't know if I'll get Modern Warfare 3. I mean, I don't blame you. If I didn't have this channel, I certainly wouldn't have pre-ordered it. At least I would have waited until I heard, as a zombies, this is my favorite mode. Like, okay, how is it? And then they go, okay, is it worth me going to get? Like, should I pre-order it now and just start downloading it? Or maybe it's like, hey, what if I waited a month and go to GameStop and bought a physical version of it for half price? Would that be worth it? I might do something like that. But, like, Christmas would be like, okay, am I getting it or am I not? Do I just miss not having some multiplayer to do some 6v6 to hop onto once in a while? Again, I was playing a little bit, again, I think yesterday or the day before for multiplayer for this, and it's just like, you know what? I got like 2 or 3 games in, and it's like, nope, I'm not having fun. I'm not doing this. Like, I'm supposed to be like having a good time right now. Like, I'm just not going to do it. So I'm getting off, and that's exactly what I did. I think Outbreak was shafted by them having to go in and make Vanguard playable. I don't think that's what happened with Outbreak. Outbreak was again, the maps were from Fireteam, which is the maps they already had right at launch. But Fireteam was one of those weird modes that, like, at the beginning, at least a lot of streamers were playing a fair amount of it. And it was like the thing to kind of do because the new Warzone map hadn't been out. I think that's really what it was. It was kind of like Warzone Light, and a lot of streamers, like the big streamers, like Scumpy and Karma and all those kinds of guys, were playing a ton of Fireteam at the beginning. And then once Warzone came out, you never heard Fireteam again, never. And then so Outbreak zombie stuff was always going to be on those maps. Like it wasn't having anything to do with Vanguard. I think very little got affected by. I think very little got affected as far as Cold War goes by being forced to, or told, hey, like, you guys are taking Vanguard too, right? I don't think very much changed in the way of what we were going to get. I think we pretty much got the game we were going to get. It was fairly simple maps, really simple maps, with a few side Easter eggs on each map. And the blackouts, the Outbreak stuff, I'll never stop saying the wrong thing. Outbreak, Blackout, Warzone, like, I'm always going to mix and match. Outbreak was a first attempt. It's kind of like IW Zombies. IW Zombies is not, it's not Black Ops 3. You could argue that it's like actually the 3rd or 4th, maybe even 5th best Zombies game. I would argue it's number 2 or 3. But the potential was there. That was them getting their feet wet for the first time. What if they took that experience and now expanded upon it? And like, oh, okay. So, like, doing these 3-step Easter eggs, like from Zombies in Spaceland. Build this thing, find the 3 parts, put it together, and then do 3 lockdowns. And then Raven the Redwoods was basically just 3 lockdowns. Shoot the arms off, shoot the heads off, shoot the legs off. Like, that stuff was kind of like a little kind of, cookie cutter kind of stuff. But there were, like, some of the coolest side Easter eggs ever were in IW. The Billionaire Troll-tastic Easter egg, like, that was a cool Easter egg. You had to do it at a specific time of day. Like, that's cool. They incorporated the real world time into completing that Easter egg. You had to do it at a certain time of day. You couldn't do it if you were, you're trying to, well, I'll knock this one out around noon tomorrow. No, you won't. You have to be on at midnight, between midnight and 3 a.m. You have to in order to do that Easter egg. Whatever the time was, I don't remember exactly now. But you had to be on at that time of day. Like, that was a cool one. The little teddy bears and making it difficult. Like, I'm all right with that stuff. So long as I want to hang out on the map, I'm okay with these things. Doing the Perkaholic, the Ghost and Skulls stuff, like having a version of that on every map, like that's pretty good. And then by the time Shaolin came around, like, again, I hate to keep, like, it's what everybody says, it was the most Treyarch-like Easter egg that they did, and it's true. But they were kind of learning, like, all right, this is not enough, this is too much. Chemical step on attack. And let them take that and, run with it. Now learn from it and go. As a first version of their zombies, though, like, that was great, man. I mean, look no further than AW for Exo Zombies to see their first attempt. And I'm not trying to knock people at Sledgehammer. They all work very hard. But I flat out don't think they understood what the zombies mode was. I thought I think they just thought you could put it into this complex, this area, this stuff from the campaign and from the multiplayer, whatever, and just put zombies in it. And they're like, okay, now what is this Easter egg? So what does that mean? It's like, oh, you solve a puzzle. Like, you got to find things to, go on to the next step and, whatever. It's like, okay, like, so we put a key card in the trash chute. Like, it was just weird. It's just the steps in that game make no sense. And like Infection, Burger Town, what everybody calls it. You have to make a burger, like, and feed it to a mechanical robot. Like, what are we doing? I mean, it's kind of funny, but it just made no sense. And then you get to Carrier, and it's like that whole Easter egg is like the grenades, the 3 different levels, the 3 rounds of all these different kinds of grenades you got to shoot into the thing. And then the teleporter thing step, and it's like, how many of these do I have to collect and put in there? And you're only giving me 1 or 2 per round, and I need like 20 of them or something. So it's 10 rounds I gotta go at least to just doing this one step? That's not good. I never played Blackout or Warzone 1. Really? Blackout was fun, man. What are we doing? Are you talking? I don't know if you're talking to Eric or me, Mitchell. What am I doing? I'm rambling. That's what I'm doing. That was me during BO2. But anyway, like it had its chance, and it was good, and we need like people that do this and make videos and do whatever. Like, we really, really, really need to. It's the thing is, though, it's like look, I don't think I do it. I think I should do it, and I don't do it. I think it would help me a lot if I could just be much more of a hype man and not give you my genuine thoughts. And I should just be here, like, trying to hype you guys up, and like, it's gonna be fucking awesome, dude. DMZ is a great mode, and DMZ Zombies, like, it's purely PvE plus other teams are gonna be like, it's gonna be nuts, man. We're gonna hop in there. We're gonna be finding ray guns, wonder weapons all over the place. There's gonna be regular zombies we have to fight, mini bosses on a massive fucking scale. It's gonna be mind-blowing. And then on top of that, we get to go into these other places, like continue on, do the main story, and go into a place like Building 21, but it's purely for zombies and doing that kind of Easter egg shit. Like, that's gonna be awesome. I need to do more of that stuff to build my, I should be doing stuff like that to build my channel, but it's not how I feel, and it's like, I would make myself sick doing that, because I'd be lying. It could be, again, it could be awesome, but I'm not just gonna try to hype the fuck out of it. But like, people doing that for their channels, or shitting all over something because it's not what the community. I mean, I still have it every day. I get comments in my videos and stuff about talking about how World at War was the pinnacle of zombies. Like, no, it fucking wasn't. It might have been for you because you were it's pure nostalgia driven, shit going on in your head of when you were a kid, and this was something you did when you came home from school. for whatever reason, it doesn't matter. You hopped on with your friends and it was fun that way, or it was your escape because going at home wasn't the best time because things weren't great at home. So doing that was like an escape and it was great for you. Or it just reminds you of being 12 when things were new and like when you were a kid and you could believe anything. Like your imagination goes wild. Like there's literally monsters in your closet or under your bed and you think for real, like it could be. You believed in ghosts and goblins and whatever. And you know, it reminds you of that kind of stuff. And when you get older, you realize, oh, none of that shit is real. Sorry for anybody that believes in ghosts here, but grow up. It's not real. Like and you go back to that time in your head. But that was definitely, objectively, not the best time for zombies. It was cool that they threw in this extra mode. This like, wait, I finished the campaign, and what the hell's going on now? I'm locked into a building, and there's a plane crash, and zombies are coming for it. Like that's cool. But it's not the pinnacle of zombies. And just making things confusing or super hard isn't how zombies should be either. There needs to be a balance. And I've told you guys so many times, I think, you know, we all want zombies to be like the steps that we can find to be a logic to it. Like we can solve it. It's figure outable, right? Rather than, hey, just shoot at random shit and hopefully something blows up or hopefully a wall disappears or whatever, like it's just random crap. We don't want random crap because that's just luck of the draw. But making things that are truly difficult puzzles with logic behind them take a while for people to solve when you've got hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people participating in the same thing at the same time, and they're all posting about it on Twitter, on YouTube, on Reddit, on wherever. It gets solved really quickly, and it makes that kind of thing hard to do. It's a very hard job that they have. They got to tell a compelling story, and they got to do it in a way that's difficult to solve, but at the same time not be completely random, the bone step on Revelations, you know? So it's super hard to do those things. And it's not an easy position, but... yeah, anyway, I can't just... I don't want to be the hype man, and I don't want to be the shit on everything guy either. I'm just trying to tell you guys what I actually think... What I actually think about what's going on in the game. Like, that's it. That's all. Nothing more to it than that, you know? And it would be great if I could just hype the crap out of it and just try to get people excited, because then they want to tune into my streams or watch my videos or do whatever. They're going to subscribe and blah, blah, blah. And maybe I should, I don't know. Maybe that's should be my New Year's resolution. Is start BSing more. Just be full of shit. To do wonders for my channel. Alright, I think I've been just babbling here for about an hour. So, I think you guys are probably done with that. Nope, I would watch it if you were you're just a hype man. We've been disappointed so many times. We're doing something good. I mean... One of the big barriers from, and again, this is all pre the game coming out. Like once it comes out, then we're gonna get into it and actually deal with it, and then we'll know. Like we'll have it. You know, it's not that day one the game is going to be what it is, and it will never change at all. There's gonna be updates and things. You know, what if the community just says, "Hey, this is so easy. This AI shit is, or it's way too hard, or whatever." Like, it's always if that's the problem. I mean, let's hope that's the only problem, is the AI is a little too aggressive or a little too easy. But everything else is awesome. That would actually be a pretty good place to be, because then they could just bump up the difficulty or knock it down a bit or whatever. It's really hard. I've said it a million times talking about this. It's really hard to get AI right in a shooter type of a game, because we've all played through campaigns on Call of Duty, and some of these AI are just like, oh, I don't know what's going on. There apparently appears to be a gunfight going on all around me, but I don't know, like, where to look. Or you, like, show a millimeter of your head and insta down. You know, like, we need balance. And that's really hard to program AI to do that well. So we'll see. It's much easier when you're doing it in a linear story, by the way, rather than like an open world concept. If you're doing it like, because I just thought of the The Last of Us. And like that actually was really good. Like the levels of difficulty when you're going through, like, they did a pretty good job with that. But then I realized, like, yeah, but they're forcing you down literal hallways, and so they can plan everything out way easier than an open world size Warzone map. Like, that's where it's hard. Fear did great AI. I didn't play Fear. It was one of those super popular games that I never touched. There's a lot of games like that I never touched. Yeah, it's going to be hard, but whatever. I'm just trying to tell you what I actually think is going on, what I hope is going on, what I hope happens. I mean, and again, if this is a great year, like no matter what I'm talking about now, if it's a good year for zombies, like if this mode turns out well, that's great for me. I don't want it to be bad. I want it to be awesome. I really do, because it would be great for me and my channel. Like, there's nothing better for me than that. So I'm not, when I'm saying like I'm worried about this and this and that and whatever, and there is I mean, it's not a small part either. There is a literal part of me that thinks that somebody had that thought of DM zombies. I swear to you, I'm not making, like, I'm not just trying to be funny about that. I think that might literally have happened. And that's one of my biggest fears, that they're literally just taking DMZ, although maybe that wouldn't be bad, because DMZ can be fun. It's the PvP part of the PvPvE that is not good as far as I'm concerned about DMZ. And just throw some zombies skins into it instead of the regular, bots with guns or whatever. Like, and that could be great. Maybe that'll turn out well. So if that's the case, then cool. And it'll be a good year for me and a good year for you guys. We can all play it. One thing, actually, I'm super curious. What do you guys think about this? Because DMZ has always, not always, it's been out for a year. That's part of Warzone, right? If you didn't buy Modern Warfare 2, you just downloaded Warzone. You got DMZ mode, right? So is Zombies going to be free to play this year? Is DM Zombies going to be part of Warzone? I mean, I don't think so, because the new Warzone map doesn't come out until December, I think. And as far as I'm aware, Zombies is, wow, but I'm trying to think now. I haven't heard anything about the actual release date of Zombies. So Zombies could be part of the Warzone download rather than the Modern Warfare 3 download. To upgrade your guns and do all that stuff, to be the whole cross game stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it going to be part of free-to-play Warzone, or is it part of Modern Warfare 3? You have to buy the game to have DM Zombies. And maybe Zombies won't be out until December. Maybe they'll like, if they've got an extra month to fine-tune it, maybe that's what they're going to be doing. I kind of wouldn't like that just from a personal standpoint, because I have to go, so like I'm complaining, I have to go on vacation in December. It's for a very good reason. But I will not be here like in the middle of December for at least a week. So personally, I hope that's not the case. I mean, I hope it's free for you guys like that don't want to buy Modern Warfare 3, which I fully understand. But at the same time, I hope it doesn't get pushed back. Like we're not getting the game mode for an extra month after the game actually comes out, because then it's really gonna fuck me up, man. And I don't want to get fucked up. And I can't miss. I have to be here for it, the release of the game, the new game, and for the first. But I also have to go do this thing. I really hope they don't screw me personally. I know it's not about me, but I'm just hoping, it would really fuck me over pretty hard if this was released in December, not November. The DM Zombies mode. Just clone yourself. Yeah, just whip that out. All right. So that's where I leave you with today. I'll make a community poll. And by the way, again, don't forget, because we're bringing back to the funny, to watch this video from SNL about Pennsylvania accents, because it's goddamn hilarious. Are you gonna build a snowman? You're on your vacation. I might. It should be snowing. I'm going to Boston. I'll give you that much. So if there very well could be snow, and I have nieces and nephews, so it's entirely possible, players. I might build a snowman while I'm on vacation. All right. Good night, Mitchell. Thank you for showing up and for hanging out. I appreciate you. Eric, as always, playa. Watch Infamous tonight. Oh, I gotta remember that. I'll you said it's on YouTube, right? Yeah, okay, I see it. Comedy is one of those things that's very personal to different people. Like, you know, what I find funny, you might not find funny. What you find funny, I might not find funny. So if you're going into this hard, and then I'm watching this and I'm like, what the fuck is he thinking? It's going to be a rough one. Oh, boy. Let me tell you. You'll know in 5 minutes whether you like him. Okay. I mean, I know him. I've seen him, again, I've seen him in clips at least on different podcasts talking. I mean, he's the dark hair guy. He's got a mustache, right? Like, I'm pretty sure I know exactly who it is. Anyway, I'll check it out. Thanks for the stream. See you guys next time. All right, that's it. Yep. Have a great day. I leave you with, and I'll put a poll up on the community page as well. Will DM Zombies be a part of Warzone, so it's free to play, or will it be part of the Modern Warfare 3 game itself, so you do have to pay for it? Let me know what you think. All right, I'll catch you guys later.